Good afternoon and many thanks for joining us on Live at 1. I'm Michael Njenga. Now, House Dialogue Caucus is currently meeting at the August House to discuss on matters of Saba Saba and how to bring the leaders together. And to give us an update on what is going on at the August House, we have Kendagor Obadiah joining us on phone. A very good afternoon, Kendagor. Please bring us up to speed. Have the caucus met and what are they saying this afternoon?
Good afternoon to you, Michael Njenga. Yes, indeed, the Inter-Party Parliamentary Caucus on National Harmony has just concluded a meeting here at the National Assembly chambers. And what has transpired is they've been trying to assess their progress since yesterday. Remember, they committed themselves yesterday that the caucus will be meeting all the leaders, the top leaders of Jubilee and CORD, that is the President Uhuru Kenyatta for Jubilee and Raila Amolo Odinga for CORD. It has been successful in as far as CORD is concerned because yesterday they managed to meet the three principals, but their aim was actually meeting the CORD leader Raila Odinga, and they met him yesterday and shared their concerns. And the concern was now to reach out to the Jubilee side and see whether these two leaders can sit and talk. That is their biggest, that is the main aim of this caucus. And they have a challenge. They're saying that it's been difficult for them to get to the president because President Uhuru Kenyatta is in Rwanda today. Yes. He left yesterday, and that has not been fruitful. And we asked whether they have made any efforts to reach out to Deputy President who is in the country, and they've said their aim at the moment is meeting the key leaders, meeting President Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga, because the buck stops at them. And so that has not happened. They're just keeping hope alive, Njenga, because they're saying we are still trying, they're still trying, and they hope that before Monday, they will be able to meet President Kenyatta and be able to bring these two leaders together, Mike.
Well, thank you very much, Kendagor. Of course, this is a developing story, and Kendagor Obadiah will be giving us detailed coverage if the leaders will be able to meet with both CORD and Jubilee leaders to discuss on matters of Saba Saba. Kikuyu elders have today held a ritual ceremony at Uhuru Park in Nairobi to pray for peace ahead of Saba Saba rally organized by the opposition and slated for next Monday. They say the prayers are for all Kenyans and not for the Kikuyu community only. We'll also be giving you detailed coverage on that story as we move on. Leaders from various universities across the country have urged student governing bodies to establish committees that would set out an agenda to facilitate comprehensive discussion on issues affecting the country. Speaking at a press briefing, the student leaders said there is need for dialogue on the emerging challenges that the country is grappling with. They have, however, urged political leaders and Kenyans to maintain peace and order to keep the country stable. Their statement comes ahead of the planned Saba Saba rally that has been scheduled for Monday next week by the CORD coalition.
Other stakeholders, as a country, we've given ourselves several institutions: the Commission of Administrative Justice, the Transitional Authority, the Commission on Implementation of the Constitution. We have the Interreligious Council and the Parliament. We can draw members from all these institutions to set up a committee that will facilitate a comprehensive discussion on the issues that the opposition has raised and the issues that many other stakeholders have to raise.
Well, let's now move on to Kiambu County, where police are looking for the owner of a 5-story building that collapsed in Dedero, Kiambu County on Thursday evening. According to Kiambu County Police, no casualties or fatalities have been reported. 3 workers who were at the construction site at the time of the building's collapse have, however, recorded statements with the police to explain what transpired. According to Kiambu County Chief Planning Officer David Gatimo, the building's developer had defied an order by the county to stop the construction projects. The planning chief was, however, at pains to explain why no action was taken afterwards against the developer.
The developer defied and continued with the construction. So we can simply say it was an illegal development that was drawn showing 6 levels, ground for parking, and 5 levels for residential flats. It had been completed all the way to the 5th level. It was going through finishes when this happened.
Well, Cabinet Secretary Transport Joseph Kamau is currently at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, and he is opening up Terminal 1A. And to bring us up to details is Bella Genga, who is at the function. Very good afternoon, Bella. What is going on at JKIA?
Hello.
Good afternoon, Bella.
Good afternoon, Michael. We've just finished a tour with the Cabinet Secretary for Transport, Engineer Michael Kamau, of the Terminal 1A, which was previously referred to as Unit 4. Now, the terminal is almost complete, and it is expected to handle 2.5 million passengers. And it is being constructed. It is expected to be completed next year in March, and the total cost of this terminal will be 7 million. Now, the significant thing about this terminal is it will make the airport easier to secure, and because now this terminal will handle international departures. And so it will have its own mini market, it will have its own special VIP lounge for people like you and me. But when it opens next week, that is partial opening next week because it is not yet complete, it will be open to Kenya Airways and SkyTeam airline members only, so that it helps to decongest other parts of the airport. And one of the things that Mr. Titus Ekumi, the CEO of Kenya Airways, said was that he's very pleased that finally this terminal has been opened because it is a conversation that started in April in 2003. Michael?
Well, Bella, currently there's been a lot of congestion as many people share those who are departing and those who are coming in. What will this do, especially to the security of the airport?
When we were going in, there are actually 2 very thorough security checks. In fact, right at the entrance, there's a fast security check, and then on the first floor, there's another very thorough security check. In fact, there's one barrier where you have to enter a little room and you put your hands up and you turn around and it does a full scan on you. So that's how thorough the security checks will be, and of course with CCTV cameras and all those other things.
Yes.
So now when the international departures, the passengers going for international departures will be leaving from Terminal 1A, and Terminal 2, which is a temporary structure currently, once complete, it will handle the international arrivals. So that means they'll have separated the international departures and arrivals completely, and they'll be able to monitor who's coming in and out of the airport. And that's a definite security boost.
Well, well, thank you very much, Bella. Indeed, Bella Genga there talking to us from Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, where Engineer Michael Kamau opened up Terminal 1A. And as Bella tells us, this will make traveling easy for those who are coming in to the country and who are leaving. Of course, Bella will be giving us a detailed coverage in our subsequent bulletins. Moving on, Taita Taveta County is the first to benefit from the Beyond Zero campaign championed by the First Lady Margaret Kenyatta. Handing over the mobile clinic, the First Lady noted that the campaign will prioritize counties based on HIV, maternal and child health indicators.
A mother's joy, a right that more than 5,000 women in Kenya are denied every year as they lose their lives during delivery, and even the children they leave behind are not guaranteed of celebrating their 5th birthday.
As a result of that, also we have 31,000 children dying, because we have calculated, Your Excellency, that of the 100,000 children who die in this country below 5 years, 31% die as a result of their mothers dying. And those mothers die because of pregnancy-related complications. So by this intervention, Your Excellency, you'll be saving not just the mothers, but at least 31,000 children.
It is the bleak reality that the First Lady wanted to address through the Beyond Zero campaign aimed at promoting maternal and child health, a campaign that has seen her run a 42-kilometer stretch to raise the funds.
It just looks like a dream. Even initially when I was talking about the concept, I said, yes, we shall do it. But you know, inside you say, are you sure it will happen?
And today, the first mobile clinic becomes a reality.
We will prioritize counties based on HIV, maternal and child health indicators, and eventually all counties will be covered.
Taita Taveta at the Kenyan coast gets the first mobile clinic.
You have people that sometimes have to walk for more than 20 kilometers to access a medical facility. And so basically what's happening is that the population is spread out so far. Some live in ranches, some live work in mining areas, and they're all very, very far from medical facilities.
Well, following in Mama's footsteps may be a noble but difficult cause, but one that she believes will reduce maternal deaths in the country significantly, as the mobile clinics are to be distributed to all of the 47 counties. For Citizen Live at 1, I am Anne Mawathe.
Well, thank you, Anne. University education is supposed to prepare you for a rewarding job that ideally exploits your acquired knowledge and skills. But the job Olive Stanzale Nyapola does for a living makes a little use of her diploma and degree in media science. She is employed as a cleaner in Mumias Market, Kakamega County. But Olive wasn't always a cleaner. And as Judy Kosgei narrates, her skills and job mismatch is the negative consequence of devolution and the establishment of county governments.
Through the eye of a woman who is the first and among the last to leave this market, Ekero, Mumias in Kakamega County, the story of a 31-year-old, a graduate from Moi University, unfolds. It is another morning, and Olive Stanzale Nyapola does what she has been faithfully doing for 6 months now. A motorbike ride. Then this marks the beginning of another day. Nothing close to what she studied at the university. Nothing even closer to her dream. A broom, a wheelbarrow. In bare hands, her tools of trade.
I've been looking for a job for a long time, but fortunately, in 2011, I succeeded. I got a job with the former Municipal Council of Kakamega. I was working as a revenue collector before the county government came in. But when it came in, there was a challenge. Some of us were laid off.
For 6 months, she was jobless again.
But we took the matter to the court. The court resolved. After a period of around 6 months, we were reinstated. And then some of us were transferred to some sub-counties. Currently, I'm with the Mumia sub-county. I'm working as a cleaner.
There is no interesting part about the job, she tells me, and the skills she acquired after attaining a diploma from Sigalagala Polytechnic and a degree thereafter cannot be applied here. It's sweeping, piling up, collecting, then pushing the wheelbarrow to the dump site.
The job is quite challenging. For instance, I interact with different people. They see me as an illiterate person, a person who have never gone to school. That's why I'm cleaning the market. I meet with my colleagues, my former classmates. Others sympathize with me. Others encourage me.
Efforts to get a relevant job are futile.
There are jobs to apply, but the only problem I have is that every employer requires experience. What I'm wondering is, if I apply for this job, will my employer to be understand and take me in with my experience of cleaning the market?
A matter the Kakamega County Governor bluntly chooses not to discuss when asked.
Let's leave that for another day.
Another day for Olive Nyapola means sweeping and hoping a miracle will happen.
How I wish that someday I'll do something better than this.
Meanwhile, tension is brewing in Solio Ranch in Nyeri County over invasion of 300 herders into the privately owned ranch. Matters reached a head when the owner of the ranch attempted to eject the herders who had driven in about 5,000 cows and sheep and goats into the private ranch in search of pasture.
Came in droves, young and old. This was their cannon, their escape from the wilderness. Not even the electric fence around this land could keep them away, all for one reason.
Sisi hiko haja ya nyasi. Ndio tunataka.
Tunalisha mpaka inakuwa mchanga tupu. Sasa ng'ombe hata mbuzi haoni kitu ya kukula. Ndio maana tuliingia hapa.
Desperate to save their animals from starvation, the pastoralists who reside in Solio settlement scheme forced their way into the Solio ranch. This is despite the fact that this land is private property.
Mashamba tuko naye ni kidogo, haitoshi. Ng'ombe ni mingi katika Solio, na pamoja na kondoo na mbuzi, na wengi ndio imekufa, na msungu anafunga nyasi hapa.
Pundamilia yake yote amewashiria iko kwa mashamba yetu. Ile chakula kidogo ingebaki, sasa hiyo imemaliza. Na sisi hatuulisi tunataka uhusiano mwema.
Sasa tuko friji 3. Mangombe yetu inaanguka chini na sisi tunaanguka chini sababu ya njaa. Nani atasaidia mwingine? Ndio maana tuliamua kuja kwa hii shamba, alafu tule nyasi, ng'ombe ituinue. Sababu ikiwa na maziwa itainua mimi. Sababu nikienda kwa yule mwingine nitanunua maziwa nitainuka.
The herders say they are only seeking for temporary reprieve from the long dry spell.
Hawezi kufunga sisi tauli ya nyasi. Sisi kwa haja leo, hata kesho tutaingia mpaka mvua ifike.
Ikiwezekana huyu mzungu aone hakuna haja ya kukanyaga shamba yake, akata nyasi tutupie nje tukulie huko.
The owner of the ranch is however not keen to allow trespassers into his property. A stand that has sparked off tension in the area as the herders insist that they will stay put, if only to save their animals. Sam Gituku, Citizen, 81.
Now, Kikuyu elders have today held a ritual ceremony at Uhuru Park in Nairobi to pray for peace ahead of the Saba Saba rally organized by the opposition and slated for next Monday. They say the prayers are for all Kenyans and not for the Kikuyu community only.
It was a ritual ceremony of its kind, one meant to connect to the Kikuyu ancestors in asking God for peace ahead of the Saba Saba rally. They broke these calabashes, applied ashes, wore tatters and sang songs, all in an effort to appease the spirits of the ancestors. According to the group spokesman Samuel Kamitha, the elders perform ritual ceremonies at Uhuru Park every time the country is troubled, not only for the Kikuyu community, but for the whole country.
Watu ni waombe kwa njia yao, lakini sote iwe tunaombea amani ya nchi hii. Na ndio wamejitokeza hawa. Na najua maombi yao mimi nijuavyo yatajibiwa.
Kamitha urged Kenyans to maintain peace for the sake of the country's children, saying the nation should not be subjected to the trauma of the post-election violence. The ceremony came just 2 days to the Saba Saba rally.
Police in Bed and North on Thursday night arrested a 35-year-old man with a chemical and gadgets which are suspected to be used for manufacturing bombs. Elsewhere, passengers traveling from Mombasa to Malindi town were forced to suspend their journey following allegations that a bomb had been planted in the vehicle they were in.
This man, Wilson Maina Mutahi, was on Thursday night enjoying a drink at a bar in Siakago, Mbeere North. His leisure time soon came to an abrupt end after he was arrested by the police for being in possession of suspected explosive materials. The man was apprehended through the help of the owner of the bar, who happens to be a criminal investigation officer based in Nairobi.
Aliona alikuwa na bag na amesuspect, alisema mpaka ajue kuna nini kwa hiyo bag. Kuangalia ndani alipata a detonator na a quarter kilogram of substance ambao tunashuku ni potassium nitrate ambayo kutengeneza bombs.
And these are some of the suspect chemicals that were found in his possession.
Saizi tu the officer amepiga simu hapa kwa police station kwa DCIO na tukaweza kushika huyo mtu na kuleta hapa police station. Na atapelekwa kotini baada ya kufuatilia mahali amepata hivi vitu na mambo mengine.
The suspect has, however, pleaded innocent as he claimed that he bought the items in Runyenjes town with the purpose of drilling a borehole. Area police have said that samples of the chemical would be sent to the government chemist for further investigation. Elsewhere at the coast, passengers traveling from Mombasa to Malindi town Thursday were forced to suspend their journey after it was suspected that there was a bomb in the bus they were traveling in.
Sasa at the very minute tu nikaishungulia nikaona ni silver, nikaamua nitafute skuru nifungue, nikasema hapana. Kitu moja ikaniambia hii maiti ni kitu imetekwa hapa. Acha nije makupa. Ni report hii kitu nisitoe mimi kivyangu.
After a thorough search, the anti-terror police confirmed that there were no explosive devices or materials in the vehicle.
And it has been confirmed that it is a metal, that is an accessory metal, which is connected with the driver's seat. So the issue of bomb is not there.
The bomb scare comes hours after the Kenyan Navy intercepted a ship that was suspected to be carrying narcotics headed to Zanzibar. Alex Kubasu for Citizen Live at 1.
Moving on, West Pokot Governor Simon Kachapin has hit out at the Senate and the National Assembly over a proposed bill that seeks to create a Council of Deputy Governors. The Intergovernmental Relations Bill, sponsored by the Senate Devolution Committee Chairman Senator Kipchumba Murkomen, provides for the creation of a Council of Deputy Governors, which will work alongside that of the Council of the Governors. Speaking in Sigor, Governor Kachapin said the bill, if enacted, could frustrate governors and the implementation of the devolved system of government. The governor insisted that the Council of Governors would oppose the creation of the proposed council, arguing that it would also spur leadership wrangles at the county level. Kachapin also accused the Senate of engaging in supremacy battles with the governors. Moving on, residents of Mgwen constituency in Nandi County have protested against what they refer to as poor performance by their Member of Parliament, Alex Kosgei. In the same constituency, supporters of the Member of Parliament held a parallel demonstration praising the legislator.
A cross-section of Mgwen constituents demonstrated against what they called inaccessibility and poor performance of their Member of Parliament, Alex Kosgei. The youth alleged rampant corruption in the CDF office and underrepresentation in the National Assembly, the Member of Parliament being alleged to have missed 68 sittings in Parliament.
Yeah. It was very disgusting. We hearing that our MP Alex Kosgei is not in Parliament. He is not... Wanasema kwamba sio mgonjwa, sijui yako wapi. Sasa uko wapi? Nani atatupea shida zetu? Kama kuna barabara hapa imeharibika, mambo ya CDF unapea majamaa wenye hawajui kuhandle.
Elsewhere in the same constituency, the MP supporters took to the streets to praise his performance. The message on posters revealing their trust and confidence for their constituency lawmaker. Residents claim that the legislator is up to the task.
Mwenye ako na shida na mheshimiwa asipeleke maneno kando, alete kwa meza katikati, wakae chini, watatue shida, wamalize, si kuharibia mheshimiwa jina.
The parting shot of the supporters of the legislator.
Please mumpatie mheshimiwa nafasi aweze kufanya kazi, aweze kuhudumia watu ili tuweze kupata change.
Now, a warrant of arrest has been issued for the second time against Interior Principal Secretary PS Iringo after failing to appear in court in person today as ordered by the High Court. Iringo is said to have sent his lawyers to represent him in court this morning. The PS had been ordered to appear in court to explain why he has failed to pay 31 million compensation fee to James Koroso, a Tanzanian businessman who was apparently detained unlawfully. Koroso was charged in a Kiambu law court after he was arrested in Taveta on charges of robbery with violence leveled against him. Let's now check out how the business is doing today. And the Kenyan shilling has slid further to the US dollar, with commercial banks quoting it at 87 shillings and 73 cents buying and 87 shillings and 91 cents selling to the dollar. The shilling gained to the euro to trade at 119 shillings and 36 cents buying, but lost to the sterling pound to trade at 150 shillings and 68 cents buying. Regionally, the local unit was stable against both the Tanzanian and Ugandan shillings to change hands at 18 shillings and 88 cents buying to the Tanzanian unit and 29 shillings and 82 cents buying to the Ugandan shilling. And that's it on Live at 1. Thank you very much for being with us this afternoon. But right now we move on to our other studio where Mike Okinyi is on standby, ready to bring us Viva Brazil.